You can see the first statement Gaurav Shirodkar has been printed. So line number 8 has been printed. But line number 13 is giving error because I used the del operator. Now suppose I use the del operator on the whole object, not on the specific name. And I print P1 before and afterwards. I will delete this code. So print P1 and delete P1 and again print P1. So first it should print Gaurav Shirodkar, then it should print first it should print an empty object and second so first it should print let's see. You can see in the first Gaurav Shirodkar has been printed but then the next since I've deleted P1 it is not pointing. So that was about deletion constructors in string files. So as we just saw here the string function will print the name of the object. So if I type print of p1, this function is called underscore str function is called, and p1 is passed to it. So after the print p1 has been passed, it will just print the name of the object. So the output will be Gaurav.Shirodkar. So now if I'm deleting the string again saving it and again going here and again I'm you can see animal object so it has not come as a string. So this a string function is required to read the output in a human readable form. That's what I was saying. You can again check the terminal that this line, the selected line will come. The object is object is a hexadecimal code and as a type that is animal. So this is returned if no underscore str will be searched. But since here now again I will str underscore is there. So the print function will print the name. You can say Gaurav Shirodkar is again been printed. I just include this str function. So now I will delete this and I will move to the next. So what is a pass? A pass is a statement that does nothing. Suppose I need a uh, marker interface. So suppose I have a I have for a student I don't have any properties or methods. I just set class. The student has person and it has pass. So this class basically does nothing. So sorry, I forgot the colon. So this class basically does nothing. So now we'll see here. I will go to the terminal and I will type nodes.ini. So you can see the, that terminal. I will just declare this person class. Inside that there is again a pass and student class. You can see it's written correctly. So you can see nodes.y has written correctly. So now we have learned the past statement. The past statement is useful if you don't know the exact code, but in the future you should add a code. Then this function is very useful. Pass here is a keyword. Now how does inheritance? Inheritance is a property in which one function class can inherit method from the other generic class. Normally, suppose I have an animal class, but it is a generic class, and I want to make specific classes like dogs, cats. So you can inherit the basic properties from the animal class, and in the dog you can add its own properties. So first, the syntax for inheritance is class name, parent class name inside round brackets, colon, then it has a constructor, and then the constructor first statement is of the constructor is the calling of the parent class's constructor. So here I am calling the class of per class. So I will just type it down. I have a constructor class P, and in that I am yeah, I have a class person. So in that I have written 10 is equal to x. So now again I write a class that is student. In that I have written person. So this is in the an example of inheritance. So class student is a subclass in the parent class is written in the round bracket and the colon. So here you can write its constructor function. So how to write the constructor function? Constructor function is your init is underscore underscore init underscore underscore def for function name. In that I'm writing the first argument is always self and name. So what it will do and value. So in that I will write colon again, and in that I have inherited the so I can do person dot underscore underscore init underscore underscore is the function name dot value. So this is the this is the self and value. One more thing we can do is here instead of this person I can write a super function. The super function does the same thing. It calls the constructor of the uh, you can say so I will write a constructor here. In that constructor first value is self, second is value. So in that type colon and then self dot value is equal to value. So what is happening is here I am making a parent class that has a value. So I'm creating an instance of parent class that person. In that person I'm writing the value 10. So in that person I am assigning it to a variable like obj1, and inside obj1 I'm writing person 10. So after that I am making another object obj2 which is a subclass, so it will inherit the value. So what I will do is I will just write here uh, um, uh, you can say student of uh, you can say student of uh, value 20. Here what I'm doing is print obj1 dot value, and I'm writing हे बाबांना आणि तुला गरम करू ना. So let us see what happens here. Super basically calls the super per parent classes constructor, and in underscore underscore unit is the passing of the value. So now I will remove this value. I will just call student. So here obj1 will check. Oh, sorry, I've written. Um, Now it should run. You can see the first stage and the second uh, is an object. So object true dot value will be an object because it is a inherited class and it has a it's an object of type person and it has value 10. So it just come up like this. So basically this was all about inheritance. So now we will go to iterators. Iterators are basically used for looping through elements. So suppose I have a tuple or a set or a uh, any data type which is a collection of items. You can use iter for it. So you can use iter for you you can use iters for uh, you can use iters for first arrays. Second you can use iters for um, tuples. Then you can use iter for dictionaries. Then fourth we can use for sets, and then fifth we can use for links lists. For all these you can use iter. So let us so now I will just write that iter function. So I will just copy this code. So here I have see what I'm doing is my iter is equal to iter function, the built-in function which supports multiple tuples, then lists and many other things. So this next my item. So now it will run apple, banana, and cherry. So now I will so you have printed apple, banana, and cherry. Now if I change it to uh, a set, since it is unordered, it will result in different results. So now I'm just see if a banana has come, cherry has come. So it is random. Then again cherry has come, apple has come, banana has come. So it is random for a set, but for every other it is correct. So now we will go to tuple. So we will go to tuple. So in this I will just apple, banana and cherry. So this is for tuple. Now we will change it to list. So now I will again print. Now we will go and check that if it supports multiple data types. So it will work for multiple data types as well. 20 is not, yeah, need to go next one more. So now, yeah, 20 is. So how to use it in the loop? So for I in my tuple, first we will write it is equal to iter of my tuple is that, and for I in, yeah, so for I in my tuple, we will print next. of my title. So this will have the same effect as the other one. So I will remove this and see again this comes. So now what I done is I for each individual I in my tuple I have just iterated to my tuple, and then this I in the each for loop I am printing the next item up to the last item. The first step is define the tuple, then call the iter function on it. Then for my tuple, for I in my tuple, so for I in my tuple, I will I for I in my tuple I will just print the next iteration pointer. That was about iterators. So now I will just uh, tell you the scopes. So now here is the file def my function. Inside that I have an init function and I am printing x, and in this function I am printing again my inner function, and then I am calling my function. So you can see I will just copy. So you can see that this is a my inner function, and my inner function is called in the my function, but this function is called in my function. So let us see what is the output. So it is 300. So what is happening is here this function is getting called, x is getting 300, and in this it is not this function has been defined, and this function has been called, so it will print the 300. So that is a nesting of functions. So now uh, yeah, so now we will go to global variables. Global variables are variables which are available throughout the program. You can see here I am just defined the I have defined a variable x30. I am in def my function in this function. I will type n is equal to 200, and then I will mark this as global. So x is equal to 200. So in that what I will do is I will just print x. So and in that I will print again x. You can see I have two times printed x. So let us see what is the output of the program. So here you can see again 300 has been printed because this x is global. But wait a minute. Uh, def my okay, I forgot to call the function. My function. So I'm now here 300 will be printed first because in the first function call the uh, it is, you can say, the, it is this global keyword has the value 200, so it is available throughout the program. So since it is available throughout, it is available outside. So outside will be 200 and inside will be 300. So again, if I inside it will be 300 because it is the uh, it is the variables which are first got from the memory. So what is using modules in Python? You come. So modules in Python are literally libraries written using extensions of Python, and they perform a specific function. So suppose I want to make a module. Suppose this is my module. So this is suppose this is my module. So this can be included in another file like import notes. That's it. So you have imported this file. So after this import, you can use this notes dot function name. So this is our use of node. So the module can contain functions and variables of all types. So in this, if I write uh, if I write x is equal to 10 and import this model, x will be available in the child file. So suppose there is one example I will give you. I will create a file and in that I will name it person person one, and in person one we will write, and in person one I will name is Gaurav and age is 30. Just notice that this is a curly inverted commas in the name and key and value. It supports many internet apps. So now this is created. So now in the next file, first I will make this as nodes.py. So now in this I will create a new file. I will import nodes. Inside that nodes I will print person one dot. So I will just nodes one dot py. So I imported nodes. I've taken the nodes dot person one and I'm going to now extract the name. So now you can see, so it will not be name. So you see the program has run. So the nodes one. So you can see Gaurav has been returned. So the name attribute Gaurav is returned. So now I will change that name to age. Then so now the thing is that to note that file name should match with the imports. Suppose I have another file like another person. So that person name is true and the person name is Nima and age is 30. So what I will do is instead from uh, from nodes import person 2. So if I don't want to import all of properties and objects or functions, I will use this from keyword. So from nodes, from this nodes Python file, I will import only person one. So if I run this person one, I will just run this one. So it will not give because age is this person one is not different. But if I write uh, sorry, if inside this I write person two dot age, then what will happen is notes person one Wait a minute. The name error. Oh, sorry, name. So now you can see 30 because I'm using from I can't use notes here. That was the error. So now just revising it, make a notes.python file, create two objects in it. All should be strings. So the key and the value should be strings, and the value which are not strings are integers or floats. So after that, I first we did is we imported the notes. So all the data files will be are there available. But now we use from, and from notes I have to import person2. So person2 is a minima. So what will happen is I can't use nodes dot person2 because nodes is not a fully imported. So that's all about node imports. So so now, hello friends. Now we will take a look at the try except block. Suppose your code has some uh, technique so that it can give an error. So you write that technique. Suppose as saying if 1 divided by 0, so it is an undefined. So this will throw error. But to handle such errors, there's a try except finally block. So what does this try except finally block do is, in first you have to write the try, then if, then I will write print hello world in try. So hello world will be there in try. But suppose there is a name error. So there is a name. Every Python implementation has a built-in set of errors. So type error is there. If the types do not match, then the name error is there. Then math error is there. Many such errors are there in built-in in Python. So I'm using the name error. So now if a name error happens, I will print sorry, I will print hello world in except. So this is what will print. Now if I will print the second. Suppose there is no name error, but there is an error. So I have a second except block for error. So now I will return this hello world in second except. So as you can see, there is no restriction on the argument. So an except can be without a name of the error and with the name of the error. So both are allowed. So here we were in this. So in the try we just had if 1 divided by 0, then since it is an invalid, it will give some error. So this error will be hello world in second except. And suppose there is a finally clause, and this finally clause will delete, will do all the will always run irrespective if the of the function is thrown, or if the if it is error, if it the function has the error, or if it is harmless, that is no error. This finally block of code is already executed. So see here in finally. So this is about the try and catch block. So see first we run this first, and it will be very clear. Oh sorry, I'm copy. I'm copying it and pasting it, and I'm pasting it in notes one dot py here. So you can see hello world in second except. It has thrown an error, but it is not a name error. It is a different type of error. So it goes in the if second except, and then since it is the final except, it prints the hello world, and hello world is finally come. So suppose there was no error, then suppose this error, there is no error. So here hello world in try will, it will come in the try, and then hello world in finally. Finally is executed irrespective of the error. So some of the other types of errors are name type error and so on. So now this was about the try except catch. You can have as many statements in try as well, and x many except you can say exceptions will be there. You can create your own exceptions. You create your own error classes and then use in except clause. So now we will go to else clause. So suppose there is a uh, way to print. Uh, eh, I mean, if there is no suppose there is no error, and I want to print something if there is no error, I can use the else clause. See, hello world in else. So this works like finally, but it works like even if it doesn't. It works uh, if there is no exception. So hello world and else means there is no exception. So how to raise a user defined exception? Raise is a keyword, is a Python keyword which you can say is error. So it can raise built-in errors and it can raise a user defined error. So I am using a built-in error. Built-in error has a syntax raise type error, and suppose I will only integers are allowed. So this is my way of raising errors. So errors can be typically raised in any block, but we can see I will cut it. So I will go to accept and I will erase the exception. Even if it is true, this exception is erased. Wait a minute, it should be erased. Save the file, print hello world in accept. Oh yeah, it will not go to accept. So sorry. Since there is no the condition is true in try block, it will not go in the accept block. So I have to so suppose if I go 1/0 and then I go to the accept block, so now this type error will be raised. So you can see type error is raised, only integers allowed, stack trace. So this is the way of debugging your application using stack trace and raising exceptions. Suppose I want to write index exception, so you have exception index exception or index error you can say, right? Then casting error. Then you can write out of memory error, out of memory error. Then you can write um, uh, segmentation, segmentation fault error, and like this. Then math error, like this. You can write use user defined methods or you can write methods. So now I will go to a very you can say important part. So what is NumPy? You must have heard about it. So basically, it is a library of Python that is used for working with arrays. It has functions for working in the domain of linear. I will just note down the points. Working, sorry, NumPy, working with arrays. It has functions for working in the domain of linear algebra, logarithms, mathlibs, graphs, charts, Fourier transforms, number theory, and matrices, etc. Uh, uh, that- Very terrible. Not bad. It got deleted. Sorry. So we were in NumPy. So NumPy is a Python library for working with arrays. So as I told you that it has functions for working in various domains. It has many uses like uh, calculus, then trigonometric, then logarithmic, then linear algebra, then graphs, then MATLAB, then stats, then matrices, then determinants, then Fourier transform, then Bezier curves, hyperbolic transactions, then linear algebra. So now we are in many uses. So from trigonometric, calculus, logarithmic, linear algebra, graphs, MATLAB, stats, matrices, determinants, Fourier transform, Bezier curves, hyperbolic transactions. All these for all these NumPy is useful. So first, in the source code for NumPy is in GitHub, github.com/NumPy/NumPy. So github.com is, yeah. So source code for NumPy is in HVDB is github.com/NumPy/NumPy. So one important thing about NumPy is uh, NumPy arrays are stored at continuous memory locations. You can see the important point is points are NumPy arrays are stored in one contiguous place in memory, unlike lists in Python. So, so processors can manage them very efficiently. Manage them efficiently. So now NumPy is being written in Python and C and C++. So how to install NumPy? NumPy is not built into the Python 3. So you have to install in the package manager PIP, as you know, and NumPy. So this is the way. So I will just now go there, go to the laptop. I will open a new tab. I will write PIP install NumPy. So it will install. Then after installing, we should go to the notes file, and I will just create a simple hello world application. Import NumPy, and after import NumPy, I will pass NumPy an array 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So these are assigned to R. So this is my way of assigning a NumPy array. So NumPy dot array. So NumPy is object now available in array with method. So now I will just note down NumPy is the uh, you can say package name, and array is a method of NumPy object. So normally the thing is that we can use aliases to save our typing. So if we write NumPy as NP, we can simply use NP. In NumPy you can have multiple levels of arrays. So 3 dimensional, 4 dimensional, 5 dimensional arrays can be possible. Today we will continue with some of the topics that we missed. So one such topic is a dictionary. So dictionary is a set of key value pairs which which are ordered collection, and it is changeable, and it does not allow any duplicates. So suppose I have a dictionary named, suppose names, and in that dictionary curly brace open, curly brace close. So in the indentation, I'm indenting it now. The key value should be string, and the value can be anything. So comma separated. So brand, false, model, Mustang, and after that year. Year is a simple number, so it is not in the quotes. So now this is our first dictionary. So now let us print this dictionary on the console. So this dictionary this is notes.py. So I'm opening my Ubuntu and I'm opening a new tab and going to CD Python, and then I'm checking my present working directory. So it's home Goro Python, so you're correct. So now I will run this Python 3 names.py. Sorry, notes.py. Notes.py. So here you can see it is calling underscore string underscore function. So this function is called. underscore str underscore this. So it has a string representation of the output. So it is looks beautiful. So now this is a dictionary. So suppose if I'm making a new dictionary, surname, yeah, is equal to, I will have the same data here, and I will just print it on the next line. So no need of nothing and deleted it. So I this is names. So now I will print the names and surnames. So you can see here, but you can have multiple identical objects of the same kind. So now we have two dictionaries with same content. But suppose now there is uh, I again write here, and this two. Wait a minute. I will again write here, and inside that year, what I will write is another year. So it will be 2000. So this will give error. So you can see here there is a wait a minute. Wait a minute. So you can see that this second year is overriding this first year. So that is the uh, so if I write here 10,000, so sorry 3,000, and again I run the code, it will be 3,000 because this will override this. That was now suppose I have the same key value pair. Let let us see what is. So the last value is written. So 1,000 is written. So now uh, it you can say it is a type of collection. So now we have done with dictionary. So how to gain access to that using square bracket? Simple. Names names of index is add here. So the name. So here you can see 1,000 has come. So names of year is 1,000. So it has come 1,000. So this is how it is. So now suppose I want to change the dictionary. So I will simply write names of year is equal to 2,000, and then I will just paste this here, and you can see I will just remove the earlier prints. So now names of year is 1,000, 2,000. So it will print 2,000. So this is a setter and a getter. So it will become 2,000. So now we have changed it. So now the length of the dictionary. So the length of the dictionary, see. Then, so I will print this. I will save it. You can see, oh sorry, it's names. and so you can see 3 is the output. 3 is the output of it. So it contains 3 key value pairs. 3 independent unique. So now I write suppose date. I write D and inside the D I will write 40. So now it will return 4 because there are 4 elements with unique key. So here the answer is 4. But suppose if I don't have anything, what will be the answer? Let us check. For the answer is 1. It's not 0. So even if it doesn't have content, the size, it is a blank object, so null. So it is 1. That is what that was what I was about to teach you. So how what is the dict constructor? So we have created this dictionary, but I want some other cool way to create other dictionary. So there is a function like my dictionary is equal to dict function. Then I will just write name is equal to Gaurav, comma age is equal to 30. So you can see it supports multiple primitive types as well as non-primitive types. And now if I print my dict, it will be printed there. So now I am going to notes.py. So you can see the name Gaurav and age is 30. So it has been converted to a dictionary. So now let us check the length of the dictionary. Print the length of the dictionary. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yes. So this is the you can see. Oh, it's my dict. No, oh, sorry, it's my dict. So now I'm code is correct. So as you can see, 2 has come. So it has 2 unique keys. So 2 has come. So now this was about dictionaries. So the type of my dictionary I will just print. Type will be a dict. The first thing is class, and inside the class it is dict. So now we have covered the dictionaries. So how to return all the keys in the dictionary? So suppose now I want my dict dot keys. So and I want to print it. Print it, yes. So now you can see dict keys are name and age. So then the values. We will go to the values. My dict dot keys is over and my dict of values, and then my dict dot uh, my dict dot my dict dot get name, my dict dot set name is equal to t. So now let us print the my dict. print my lib. So now let us see how this code runs one by one. You can see here, I'm just enlarging. So you can see the first statement has been executed. So the key dictionary is formed. Then we got the type of the dictionary, that is dict, and we got the keys. Then we got the values. Uh, yeah, and so here there is no attribute called set. So set has to be, there is no function called set. So we have only get function. So here I will just simply write the associative array notation. So now it is run correctly. You know that now the getter is there, but there is no setter. There is an array to set it. So that was the mistake. Then that is about the dictionaries. So now we will go to do we will go to some string formatting. Suppose I want the price. Suppose I want to have a template and which in which values will be inserted as per the requirement. So what I will do is I will just write a string str is equal to hello world from Gaurav. So I want Gaurav. So what I will do is I will just write str dot format. Then you can say um, uh, Gaurav, and then I will save this and I will give this to X, and this I will print. So I will get hello world from Gaurav. Hello world from Gaurav. So this is called a string formatting. So we will meet again later.